Come along as we search for an iconic North Carolina tree.
We're highlighting easy hikes on well-maintained trails. We don't need all of the technical equipment to go explore.
I'm Rachel Lewis Hilburn. Andy Wood is our guide. Along the way, we'll learn about why and how this iconic tree lives here, what makes it iconic in the first place, and who else lives here because of it. Truth be told, we have another goal.
We're here to encourage people to unplug, get outdoors, and reconnect.
It's like the death of a great beast.
Very much. And much as we can mourn the loss of this tree, I'm looking at this forest through the same eyes that I read a book. Everything I see in this forest is a chapter, and every tree I look at is a page. One of the names for this is the writing tree, because the bark is very thin, and for many generations people have carved their initials into the beech tree, which I don't recommend. It's not good for the tree, hurts the tree, opens it up to problems.
How could you even identify a tree when we're looking at this landscape of wintry, leafless trees that frankly look kind of dead?
The American beech holds its leaf in wintertime. And so as you look through this deciduous forest, you see trees with brown leaves on them. Those are all beech trees. So this is a beech dominant forest where we're standing here, which is a different forest from just a short ways off where the hemlocks are. Just more evidence of how biodiverse this little preserve is.
There's an easy way to recognize the beech trees when we're looking around this wintry forest, because they're the only ones with the leaves still on the tree.
Also, it's a steady rain of dead leaf onto the ground, which keeps adding new material to the leaf litter that will eventually be digested and consumed by the very trees that produce the leaves.
It's feeding itself.
Correct.
In this habitat.
It's a flow of energy.
What kinds of creatures would we find here in this habitat?
Lots of insects. Caterpillars, moth, and butterfly feed on the leaves in summertime. Grasshoppers even, some crickets, tree crickets, beetles as well. The leaves are very tasty to insects. And then following them are songbirds. Chickadee, titmouse, cardinal, blue jay, woodpeckers. They'll forage in this tree because it's harboring all those spiders and insects, even in winter.
So these are a really important tree in terms of being, I don't know if I'm using the right term, but an anchor tree in habitat for different kinds of species.
Anchor tree works for me. That's very true. The beech tree is a banquet. It's providing a table for a banquet, serving up to squirrels, chipmunks, and songbirds.
You were saying, Andy, that beech trees are a really good indicator of high quality soil. Why is that?
It has everything to do with leaves in large part. So you can see the forest floor here is covered in a nice layer of leaves breaking down over time. And as they break down, they're releasing carbon and nutrients into the soil that's been developing for thousands of years at the rate of 1 inch of soil for every century.
Wow.
So if you dig down 6 inches in this material, you're digging back 600 years.
So that explains why this would have been farmland in the mid-20th century.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's stop and take a look at this real quick.
It's moss.
It is. It's sheet moss, and we've got an evergreen fern here, leaf litter, and a dead stump full of life. Bacteria, fungus, beetles, ants, termites. So that's another little living community breaking down, releasing sugars and starches into the soil. And when that tree wrenched up. It exposed soil here, and moss is a pioneer plant. So the moss came in and got established. It's kind of like a big bandage. This is all healing over and becoming a new part of the forest, much like the reclining beech tree that we're going to see in just a moment.
The dead one.
Yes. An iconic beech tree. It snapped off in a storm. It's one that generations of people have enjoyed, and the preserve staff know that from anecdotes from visitors. Oh, I remember playing in this tree when I was a kid. So it's an old tree that finally came to its end.
So we're going to have a viewing.
Correct.
But Andy sees a bigger picture.
It's going to release its carbon to the soil. It will decompose, returning sugars, starches, and carbohydrates to the ecosystem that is going to give rise and support the next generation of American beech. So we can mourn the loss of this tree, knowing that it's giving to future trees.
You also said it gives rise to other forms of life. If we hiked down to that tree, which we won't do, we would hear things going on. We would hear life,
Yes,
right?
it's noisy.
What's making the noise?
A lot of insects. The tree tissue it's a big loaf of bread. Hard bread, we couldn't chew it, but lots of other animals can, including larvae of various wood-boring beetles, termites, ants. You can hear those animals working in the tree.
It's becoming a different kind of habitat.
Correct.
Sounds like there are a lot of parallels between this tree community and a human community.
Indeed.
And another note from nature: as the beech tree feeds the next generation in death, its energy isn't lost, just transmuted.